Ask Tom on Home Show.
Lynn from Clodine, Texas has a question about driveway flooding.
This picture, Tom, says it all.
That's flooding.
That's flooding.
Looking at it, yeah, that's flooding.
Okay. Lynn writes,
lying.
yeah, and Lynn, we're not laughing at you. We're just saying.
Her or him, yeah.
Yeah, Lynn or he or her, whichever,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Well, it's one end, so it could have, okay, whatever. Anyway, Lynn writes, however, Lynn is identifying today, that heavy rain causes my driveway to hold water in front of the garage. The driveway is 42 years old. Do I need concrete raising or do I need gutters? Tom?
Well, gutters aren't going to help a situation like this. Even if that was your only choice, it really wouldn't. Because when the rain's coming down, it's hitting the driveway, and if it's floating back to the house, gutters aren't going to have anything to do with it. It might take a little bit longer in a rainstorm to make it get to a really bad point. But if that concrete has settled against the house, and you have an opportunity to raise it, and you think, oh, it's only a little bit like a half an inch or 3/4 of an inch, it's not going to do much good. It does a lot of good, because all you need is just a little bit, a 1%. Is the going rate, and you can even have a 0.5% of drop away from the home. The water will naturally flow away. So raising it, if you're able to, and the fact that you asked me in your question that you would be able to raise it so you can still get your car smoothly in the garage, I think that's definitely the way to go. Concrete Raising Corporation in the Houston area, and is one company I know that we have on our list. And there's probably other companies across the state too, in different parts of the states or the country, if some of you are watching this and have that same problem at your own place. But it's really simple to raise that concrete with either a foam injection, or with driveways they usually use a cement injection, and they'll drill some holes. They'll pump a mud under there. We'll just call it mud to keep it simple. And what it does is it'll fill the voids, and then you'll start to see the concrete come up a little bit. And with their right experience, they'll slowly bring it back up, and you'll see that problem just go away. And usually raising is the way to go. If you say, well, I'll just cut half of it out and re-pour it, you certainly could do that. I think it wouldn't be worth it if you could raise it. And you're going to have a different colored driveway there than your old dark driveway that you have now. It will always look like a new pour. I don't care if you wait 30 years, it'll still be lighter than the old driveway. It's just the way it is.
42 years, a good run for that driveway.
Oh,
that means it was put in right.
It just fell.
Danny calls it compaction.
Could be. Danny would know that. Yeah. But we can't put Humate Plus on there. It's not going to.
No, it's not going to. Yeah. And there's no amount of mulch you can put on there that's going to help that concrete.
My solution will be a little different for a driveway.
If you don't know what we're talking about, if you listen to Home Show Garden Pros, host Danny Milliken talks often about using mulch and Humates Plus and things like that to fix this, and so that's a product you can count on to do that. Now, Tom, the guys at Concrete Raising Corporation, Stagecoach right up there near Tomball, they'll go up there.
I know there's a lot of people listening, so
Well, but with regard to this kind of job, now when you say the concrete slurry or the mud pump, I guess whatever is a slurry mix they put under there, or the poly that they put under the expanding, when do you decide which one of those is right, or do you leave it up to them to decide?
Well, you always leave it up to them, but I can tell you the main differences that people would worry about. With the poly, you drill a very small hole. I think it's 5/8. With the mud pumping, the cement mixture, which is basically cement and sand, and it's a slurry that goes under there and hardens. It's been used for years. It works fine. You have to have a much bigger hole that I think it's 1.5 inches. They will explain exactly what it is. In a driveway that's old like that, 1.5 inch hole, when they fill it up and they smooth it out, it probably doesn't matter to you. If it's a sidewalk with a nice pea gravel topping or some kind of coating on top or a paint or whatever, then you probably want to use the foam. The foam is more expensive than the cement mixture. So usually with the big projects like that, they'll tell you both and give you both options. But usually people will go with the mud jacking on a driveway, and they'll get into the more specific parts of it too. But that's the big major difference that I think homeowners really think about. Yeah,
and those guys also do highways. They can handle that. And Tom can handle whatever you throw at him for the same reason. Go to HomeShowRadio.com, click on that blue Ask Tom button there. It'll take you to this page. You click Use the Form or Video, taking a form like this, you fill it out, send us your question, and pictures, by the way, love to get pictures like we got there, and we can help you out because we post a new one of these videos every day at HomeShowRadio.com, on the Home Show Radio Facebook page, and of course on the YouTube channel, the Home Show Radio YouTube channel, where you'll find hundreds and thousands of videos on there to help you with all kinds of things.